at New Delhi. The next one is General Insurance Corporation of India Limited, right? That is at Mumbai. Then we have considered Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, which is at Mumbai. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Bangalore. Housing and Urban Development Corporation Limited, HUDCO. City and Industrial Development Corporation, CITCO, which you have considered. Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, New Delhi. Indian Medical Association, IMA, New Delhi. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, IRDAI, Hyderabad. Integral Coach Factory, ICF, Chennai. Indian Chemical Council, ICC, New Delhi. Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, Bangalore. Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, Mumbai. And the last one which we have considered, that was Indian Bureau of Mines, which is in Maharashtra, that is IBM at Nagpur. So let's proceed. Fine. So consider the next one, that is the Inland Waterways Authority of India. Okay. So quickly just take down the screenshot of these pages. Okay. So the next one is Inland Waterways Authority of India. So Inland Waterways Authority of India. Right. So this is at Noida. Where this Noida is? It is in Uttar Pradesh. Right. So Inland Authorities, Inland Waterways Authority of India. Now, if you consider this particular authority, what it is, so it is nothing but an extensive network of, so it is a network of inland waterways. So in which form the inland waterways is there, right? So the inland waterways is in the form of is in the form of rivers, canals, backwaters, right? So these were the sources for inland waterways, right, which we can consider. Fine. Now, the next one is after inland. I think most of you must be knowing this one. Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited. Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited. So what is it? IRCTC. IRCTC. And it is at New Delhi. So, you know, it is related to the railways and is backwater, you know, okay. I don't know from where you are. If you know Jayakwadi, right, and if you have seen it in these days, in fact, in the last year, then you could see, or you know that Jayakwadi is situating at Python, but you know, just a minute. Okay. Yes, and you know, last year it's water, right, was till the Kaiga, and which was I think around 30 or more than 30 kilometers away from actually where the Jaipur is. Right? So for that much long distance, the water was stored, and that particular water is called backwater. Right? So whatever the water stored in the dam and how much it goes back, right? Storing, that is called backwater. पाठीमागची बाजू नाही म्हणू शकणार, बट आपण असं म्हणू शकू की जिथपर्यंत सगळ्यात शेवटी पाणी कुठपर्यंत, ओके, सगळ्यात शेवटी शेवटपर्यंत पाणी कुठपर्यंत साठू शकतं, तर तो पार्ट दॅट इज कॉल्ड बॅकवॉटर, राईट. समजा जे औरंगाबाद जे जायकवाडीला जाणतात किंवा ज्यांना माहिती आहे, तर ते कदाचित त्यांना काय गाव कुठे हे माहित असेल. मागच्या वर्षी काय गाव पर्यंत पाणी होतं. So that is the case which we can consider. Yes, Aditya. So that particular water we can consider as the backwater. Okay. So IRCTC, Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation. Yes, exactly. Booking tickets of rail, train, then not only tickets, even you can book the meals, right? You can book the what you can consider breakfast, right? So most of these things which you can consider, right? So everything whatever you get in the railway is most of the part of the Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation. So it is a subsidiary of the Indian Railways, which handles catering, tourism, and online ticketing operations. online ticket operations. I will write ticketing operations. Fine. So see, every day around 6 lakh tickets booking were there, right? I don't know about in this particular situation of pandemic, what is the current scenario, but if you could see in general around 6 lakh tickets were every day booked. So that has to handle this particular tourism corporation, right? So IRCTC is the case which you can consider. The next one, Indian National Ship Owners Association. Indian National Ship Owners from my side, I don't have any problem of bandwidth. I do have a very good connectivity. So Indian National Ship Owners Association. INSA. Okay, I will. And this association's headquarter is at, obviously, it should be. So it is at Mumbai. Okay. Fine. So, okay, I have cleaned the camera. Anyway, so the objective of Indian National Ship Owners Association is to become, yes, I guess, become a rallying force for all shipping companies. Okay, so this association's main task is to become rallying. What is rallying? It is nothing but coming together to support the cause, right? So to become rallying force for what? For the companies, for rallying force for all the shipping companies. Fine, which are based in the India. So this Indian National Ship Owners Association is about this one. So rallying, coming together, right? Forming a association, that is group for all the shipping companies. The next one, which we can consider here, is the Indian Railway Finance Corporation Limited. Indian Railway Finance Corporation Limited, which is called IRFC, whose headquarters is at New Delhi. So what about this Indian Railway Finance Corporation? Right. So it is nothing but a financial arm of the Indian Railways. So a finance arm of, okay, fine. So finance arm of Indian Railways. Fine. So it always raises the financial resources for expansion and uh, maintaining of the railways. So it raises financial resources, right, for expansion and some other things. Right. So this is about the Indian Railway Finance Corporation Limited. Why? Okay. Anybody wants its screenshot? They can. Okay, go to the next one. Okay, fine. Next one is India Trade Promotion Organization. India Trade Promotion Organization. India Trade Promotion Organization, ITPO, whose headquarters is at New Delhi. Now, if you consider the everyone knows the meaning of trade. If not, then you can consider it as an action of buying and selling, right? So that will obviously tell you. So action of buying and selling. That can be goods, that can be services, right? So therefore it is called trade. Anyway, so Indian Trade Promotion Organization, right? Yes, exactly. Import, export can be considered in this particular, right? But actual trade is action of buying and selling. So it is for promoting countries' external trade. Countries' external trade. Fine. So it is working under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So it is nothing but the government of India's nodal agency, which is actually looking for the promotion of country's external trade, right? So its main objective is to promoting countries' external trade. Fine. So obviously, selling externally much more and importing less. That could be the always objective of such particular organization. So next one we can consider after ITPO is Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Indian Oil Corporation Limited, IOCL, which is at New Delhi. Now, if you consider IOCL, so commonly we know it as Indian Oil, right? And many times we have seen on the boards of petrol pumps many a times, right? So therefore, it's commonly known as Indian Oil Corporation Limited, which is commonly known as Indian Oil. Right? So it is a government of India owned oil and gas company, right, whose headquarters is at New Delhi. So it is oil and gas company. Oil and gas company. It is owned by government of India. The thing is that it is the largest commercial oil company in India, right? Which we can consider. So largest oil company in India. Fine. So the next one, Hindustan Petroleum, we have seen already. It is, I think, in the yesterday's session, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, right? So that's one different. This one different. Next, you can consider is the Indian Banks Association. Indian Banks Association, IBA, whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Right. So what about the functioning of the IBA, Indian Banks Association? So it is nothing but the representative of the body of it is as representative body of the management of banking, Reserve Bank of India. Right. See, that is of what we can consider of government's level. So this would be the different thing. So Indian Banks Association. So it is nothing but a representative body of management of banking. in India. So this association is it's a association of Indian banks and financial institutions. Financial institutions. Fine. Now the most important thing related to banks again, Institute of Banking Personnel Selection, IBPS. You must have heard. बरेच लोक खास करून मुली तयारी करतात एक्झामची. IBPS, Institute of Banking Personnel Selection, IBPS. Whose headquarters is at Mumbai. Fine. So if you consider the IBPS, it is nothing but a body for recruitment, which is aiming to encourage the recruitment and placements of young graduates in the public sector banks. So a recruitment body aim to encourage the recruitment and placements of young graduates in public sector banks. See, it has its own standard system of assessment and result, so that the young graduates will get selected through this one. It's a quite okay. So it's a quite a good part of the banking sector, and I think through this you become the. I think generally the candidates selected by this known as the officers, right? So IBPS, it's a good kind of thing. I think a good salaried position. Anyway, so it is nothing but a recruitment body, which is always aiming to encourage the recruitment and placements of the young graduates in public banks. They have their own standard system of assessment, right? So through that standard system of assessment, the recruitments are always being done. Next one. Here you can consider banks, young, the recruitment and placement of young. Next one, Industrial Finance Corporation of India. Industrial Finance Corporation of India, IFCI, which is at New Delhi. So this Industrial Finance Corporation of India, having its headquarters at Delhi, is IFCI. It is nothing but a non-banking finance company in the public sector. So it provides a financial support for the diversified growth of industries across the country in any kind of businesses, or we can consider a spectrum. Okay, we will